We're flying the Blackhawk from our home here in Salt Lake City, Utah. First stop is gonna be Rockport, Texas, to purchase a giant hovercraft, believe it or not. From there, we're gonna continue eastbound to Florida to have one hell of a week. Cletus McFarland called us and said, hey, I want you guys to come race the Freedom 500 with us. And I said, okay, I'm in. How can I make the event better? Which is why me and the boys are jumping in the Blackhawk right now, and we're gonna fly all the way down to Florida. And we're gonna take the scenic route on our way through. So we got a plan. Every state that we fly through, we're gonna stash a bag. In that bag, you're gonna have all sorts of prizes, cash, all sorts of good stuff, and we're gonna be sending you guys the coordinates. Before we get into anything else, we've got a winner from our recent video on the guess how long it took to haul the dock contest. There was a lot of guesses, and I'm sure a few of you got it correctly, but essentially what we do is we grab the first guess that's the closest that we can see, and you're the winner. Congratulations, Mr. Nick Panda 9322. Next item of business is the camera that I'm shooting on. Yeah, the camera that just went from really dark inside lighting to really bright outside lighting. The Insta360, guys, is legitimately one of the coolest cameras on the planet. And I don't just say that because they sponsored our videos. I say it because we use these all over the place. You guys probably are thinking, hey, didn't you do a video with the Insta360 down in Moab? Insta360 took that camera and they made it even better with the new X4 edition. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of you start using only the Insta360 for all of your content from here on out, because it is so versatile, so clean, and it is the highest quality you can get because it shoots all the way up to 8K. Thank you, Insta360, and you guys enjoyed the footage.
You got Bo? What is that?
Bo. They're gonna catch a... oh, Bo, I think...
What we found in trying to film the Blackhawk is a single camera is really hard to get all the angles. The Insta360 obviously has 360-degree visibility and allows us to capture pretty much any angle, and however we want to use it, we can twist and rotate. Like, it's so much better than the standard GoPro. One of my favorite parts about living in Utah is the wide diversity of all the different colors that you'll see as you cross the state, which is why I love the 8K feature on the Insta360.
All right, this is the first drop, and we have an awesome location. Dave's left us. Dude, check this out. We got shirts, we got monsters, we got stickers, we got hats, and the best part, $1,000 cash. Stuff right here in this bag, being protected by our good buddy, John Christian. How did he get such a cool burial spot? Let's go! I definitely nailed right in the cactus. Yo!
Real quick, guys, the first 50 of you that place an order for the Insta360 X4 by clicking the link in my description below, you're gonna get a free Invisible Selfie Stick, this bad boy right here. But first 50 of you only. Another huge improvement that Insta360 has made is they took the battery and they beefed it up to 67% more runtime. That means you're gonna get like 135 minutes of filming with this bad boy. Hot chocolate and a popsicle. Why not?
Where are we right now?
We're in Farmington, New Mexico at the Atlantic Aviation Jet Center. They got free ice cream and they got free hot chocolate and coffee. So we're just hanging out, waiting to get fueled up. Just topped off the fuel. Really great jet center here at Atlantic Aviation. And now we're heading to keep on making our way to Texas. We're gonna see what we can do with the light and the weather and stuff like that. Probably gonna end up staying somewhere on the border of New Mexico and Texas tonight, and then be down to Texas first thing in the morning. So we've already dropped 2 bags, and we're gonna release the coordinates to those bags I think tomorrow morning, because we're gonna be dropping a bunch more. So we're out of here.
Eventually. And we're back. Weather rolled in, got real nasty out there, and you know, basically we got blocked from making it any farther tonight. But you know, Farmington is a nice place. It's got a fantastic airport with hot chocolate and ice cream bars. I think we're gonna survive.
This place feels familiar.
Yeah, it does.
When it comes to aviation, I don't push. I don't push the limits. I follow the weather minimums because they're a minimum for a reason. A lot of people have died thinking they can get through storms, trying to get creative. Not gonna happen. So we're gonna park her for the night and hopefully get some good weather first thing in the morning. So not what we planned on, but honestly kind of is what we planned on. We planned on sleeping somewhere along the way tonight. I just hope we get a little bit further because I'm always pushing it.
And I don't push.
But here we are. We're back. Do you have a crew car that we could borrow? Hot chocolate number 2. Even the right color right there. That's what I love about private aviation or general aviation. The rental or the courtesy cars. Like you land at a jet center, whether it's a nice jet center like this or a dinky little municipal airport, they usually have what's called a courtesy car, and they just let you use it. It's so great.
Oh, and a minivan. This night just keeps getting better.
What are you doing?
Trying to find a way to dodge the storm that we have to kind of cut right through. Not ideal, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, time for another drop. See this windmill? It's the perfect spot.
All right, guys, so check this out. I'm gonna give you a little comparison here. This shot, well, not stabilized because it's not shot on Insta360. However, that shot, well, it is stabilized because the Insta360 X4 does it automatically for us.
All right, right here in the middle of New Mexico, there's a whole flock of windmills. You have to search behind every one of these windmills. Is a bag. Dang, I forgot the cash.
Yeah, go get the cash.
You wait here. I'm gonna jump back to the helicopter and get some cash. We almost forgot the most important part. See that? $1,000 cash. Anyway, right here, front pocket, right behind Old Glory. $1,000, bunch of shirts, hat, monsters, and a cool backpack. Behind this windmill, in the middle of New Mexico. Good luck, my friends. It's time for us to go on to the next.
We are in Rockport, Texas, and there is a crowd of people here. I've been working on a deal, kind of quietly over the last little bit, on a purchase of something really, really, really cool that I want to show you guys right now. It's big, and it's exciting, and we're gonna go see what it is. How's it going, guys?
Sir, sure.
What's up, man?
How are you doing? Doing all right?
Rockport Big Wave Boatworks. Hey, it's
Josh,
pleasure
good
to
to
meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, bud, how are you?
Yeah.
It's their mascot.
How's it going? That's my son Harley.
How you doing, man? All right, so here we have my my latest purchase. Yes, it's another hovercraft, and it's a lot bigger than the last hovercraft that we bought. This actually is one of the largest hovercrafts, one of the largest non-military hovercrafts ever built. It's the last big hovercraft that you can really get before you get into the monsters. So this is pretty sick. I'm excited about it. And I was like, I gotta have that. Messaged on Facebook, and his wife, the owner, Phil, his wife Lisa, very, very kind lady, been super helpful. She's like, hey, we've got so many people interested in this, because she's the one who listed it from her page. She's like, we're getting blown up, we don't know what to do. They set it aside for me after thousands and thousands and thousands of people were interested in buying it, and been waiting for the right moment, because the biggest issue is, this is not, you can't just throw this on a truck and go. This is a like super duper wide load, like 17 feet wide. I am noticing that it's in way worse condition than the pictures, and you know, it's also because the skirt's not on it right now. The whole skirt's been removed because it was not good. So yeah, let's see what I got here.
If you take a gander in the cockpit area here.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I've always, you know, I come across as the negative guy here. But I'm here to tell you,
It's a lot.
I have a better idea for this thing than, I mean, have you said on camera what you paid for it?
No.
And we're gonna not say on camera what you paid for it. However, your barge idea, this would make a better barge than a hovercraft.
A barge?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
It's not designed to be a barge.
Fill it with something to create it into a barge.
Put a platform on top of it.
Because I think your motors are shot, hydraulic system shot.
This guy was just telling me the second ECM is shot as well.
You can actually go down in there.
It is stout. I love that about it. Are the doors bulletproof? Where are the doors?
They're so heavy. Try to open these right here.
Turn the handles. Turn the handles. I'm on. I gotta go do that. Yeah.
Jeez.
I got four more.
Just solid
more of those
acrylic?
panels. Yeah.
We can test it right now.
Go.
He opened that a lot easier than I
Why
did.
don't you check first? Oh.
So there's those. It's part of the fitness center. Sun.
Yeah, he didn't struggle.
I don't know. It was because he had the upper body strength motion.
Exactly right. Well, so we'll get this back to Utah as soon as it's there. I'll fly you in. We'll spend a couple days going over it, and figure out what the plan is. Do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I
You
definitely.
hook me up with your engineering guys first, so we can go over all
You're
the.
talking. You're over here talking static pressure and CFM. I know you know what you're talking about. So
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's why I want to hook you up
Yeah.
with those guys. And what we'll probably do is have them just start gutting it right away.
Yes.
Just start pulling everything. All I want is the hull at this point.
The engines are keep.
Well, we're gonna keep the engine, but
Yeah, the engines
I'm
and the
gonna.
back drive line.
We're repowering.
What are you gonna go with it?
I think we're gonna go with jet, thrust vectoring.
There we go. That would work.
Twin jet thrust vectoring.
If you want to do thrust vectoring, you do what I talked about. We go full hybrid with a diesel power cell, and you basically take those hoops and you set them up on like a compass gimbal.
Yeah.
And the compass gimbal's on a rotating base.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
All the elevated aileron.
But I also kind of want to play with hydrogen. We might do hydrogen, jet, turbofans. Maybe. Whatever we do is going to be safer and more effective. And if it's thrust vectoring, it's not going to be quieter, but I got some ideas. I got some plans. Don't have to make any decisions right now. I just wanted to see
That's
it.
all right. I love that. I like having an evil scientist of higher caliber. At least higher machine tools.
Just stupider, I think.
What's your name?
John Frawley, originally from Connecticut, been in Texas for 13 years. Found the Dragonflight on eBay in Miami, Florida, back in August of 2019. Continued to do some more work on it. Had one accident, stuck in a strap, wiped out a rotor, $35,000 bad day. And the project basically got stalled due to lack of funding. I've been planning on what I wanted to do with it for the last 2.5 years, what it would become when we had the opportunity to get back into it and make it happen. I've been laughed at by a lot of people for it. I've been made fun of by some people for it. And in January, one of my partners put it for sale on Facebook, and Dave called. And now I have a Blackhawk parked in my field, Dave's standing in my boat, and it looks like I'm gonna get to go out to Utah and hang out with you guys for a couple weeks, couple months, and turn this thing into something 100 times better than it was ever considered to possibly be in the first place. And I'm looking forward to it.
I'm the captain now.
This is one of the many reasons I like this camera. It can film in the tightest of areas.
And here we are, in the heart of the engine compartment. I mean, it definitely looks like it's seen its fair share of fun.
Hey! Hey, you! Hey, bro. Nice to meet you.
We are in Broussard, Louisiana at a little private heliport getting some maintenance done. The Blackhawk has all sorts of different torque checks and different things that have to be done constantly. And there's also a daily inspection that has to be done every 24 hours that you fly it. So we are going to get our inspection done. We're going to get some torque checks done. Should be pretty quick. It's nothing major. The torque check is essentially just checking some bolts on the tail rotor that were recently reinstalled after some other maintenance was done. And you have to check those like every 4, 6, 10 hours, something like that. So this will be the last torque check that we need to do, and then we don't have any maintenance on this thing for a few hundred hours, which is nice because maintenance on this thing is not cheap. Once we do this, we're going to drop a bag of cash and some prizes and then get on our way back east. And I think our next stop is Alabama, I think.
How high is the tide get? Give it another 4 inches.
Doors are off, which means the trip has officially started. Leaving Clearwater Airport here. I got a mouthful like mints and stuff, so we're gonna go pop in on old Cletus McFarland and see what he's up to. Land at the Freedom Factory. May stay here tonight, may head to Miami. Either way, we gotta be to Miami bright and early tomorrow to be able to leave for Bimini. So busy.
Got shocks like the 500 too.
I feel like we should have like a tiller attachment or like a mower blade attachment. It looks like a piece of garden equipment.
Come on, man.
How many belts you got on there?
All of them though. You blow a belt, dude, you're auto rotate. Simple as that. All right, I'll see you in the track.
Cletus is gonna relocate the prize for the Freedom 500 from his hangar to his track, which is just right over here. So, and I wasn't ready for the backfire. We like squirted a little pop of smoke out of it. Really cool helicopter. Schweitzer's, that's the first helicopter I ever flew. I actually really like it, but I just flew a twin turbine, very complex helicopter across the country, and to hear that backfire, I'm like, oh. So goofy.
You know, Dave's making fun of the Schweitzer. This is a nice helicopter.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm having
You
fun
laughed
with
when
it.
it started. I seen it.
It puffed a little poof.
I'm gonna be honest. That was my fault. It's this side, buddy. It's this side. Whoa! Boy, she's so. What just happened? Oh, wait. It's just the shocks.
Shit!
I thought we were going Indo.
What helicopter somersaults when you get into it?
Let me help you out. There you go.
I thought for sure we were going.
Yeah, shots, dude.
I thought we just got April Fools.
That's how we got our first helicopter.
We did that with a tow truck once. I thought you got us with the helicopter
I don't
prank.
think you guys will ever be able to fly this together.
You don't have to worry
Look at
about
the headroom.
You don't have to worry about anything happening between Dave and I and this helicopter ever, because
We're winning it.
unless there's a last place. Is there anything for last? I do want to fly it though.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna have a shot at winning it, so this is probably the only time you'll get to check it out.
I need to fly this bad boy.
I mean,
It actually is really comfortable.
It is.
it's actually
dude,
shocking.
And there's a lot of room.
This is the helicopter that inspired me to fly helicopters. I would literally drive down the road in my truck, pretending like I had a collective and a cyclic, and it was this layout because it's the only helicopter I ever flew in.
Oh, this was the first helicopter you flew, right?
First helicopter ever, yeah. First helicopter I ever flew, yeah. And this is what made me think that I wanted to go be a helicopter pilot. I started applying for jobs. I applied for the school to get training. I didn't have any money, and they said no. And so I was like, well, I gotta figure something else out. And
There you go, dude.
And this is the helicopter that I said I'm gonna.
Now you have that piece of junk.
I actually do like. Guys, I'm joking. I'm making like lots of jokes about this thing, but I really do love these helicopters because, dude, for the technology, this was designed by Howard Hughes, the filmmaker, one of the most creative people to ever live. Designed
Kind of
this.
easy to make fun of too when you have a Blackhawk here. This is kind of like the Honda Civic of. She's reliable.
Yep.
Not a lot of power. Built to last.
Honda Civic.
Okay.
Are there panels missing right here?
I feel like it's more of a CRV.
It's CRX.
Honda CRX.
CRX.
Okay, CRX. That'll work.
Yeah.
So
TLS. Honda
yeah, there you
TLS.
go. Cool thing about this, or the Subaru Justy. You know what the Subaru Justy is? That's perfect description of this. Anybody who drove a Justy knows what I'm talking about. This thing is driven by 8 V-belts. So these are essentially the same type of belts that you would see on like your car, or like any car older than like 1983. You're gonna find a lot of those.
Well, in all fairness, basically all piston helicopters have belts.
It's true. So it has 8 belts. It's a cool design, and it has basically a clutch that engages. So he'll spool the motor up, get it all to temps and everything, and then he'll slowly engage this clutch, and it just goes just kind of like a giant razor transmission, except for this is not constant velocity. This has one set speed, so those belts don't have to slip, which is nice. All right, real quick, guys. As you can see, the Insta360 is a pretty cool camera, has tons of features, and I got something to tell you. The first 50 of you that use my link to place an order, you're gonna get the free Invisible Selfie Stick. Like the stick that I'm holding this camera on like 4 feet away from me that you can't even see. Well, that's coming for free for the first 50 of you. So click the link in my description below, and just a huge shout out to Insta360 because they truly are a company that cares about just letting us have a good time. They never tell us how to shoot, what to shoot, you know, what we can and can't do. They literally just say, here's some cameras, go make some cool content and be you, which is exactly what we always try to do. Hopefully it came across in the video, and hopefully you guys appreciate the support from Insta360 and give them some support right back by placing an order.